Hey everyone, let me ask you something. Have you ever been stuck in that classic business owner's nightmare? You look at your profit and loss statement and it says you're making money, but then you check your bank account and it's a totally different story. Today, we're going to solve that exact mystery. I bet this sounds familiar, right? Your company's growing, sales are up, everything on paper looks fantastic. But then payroll comes around, or a big supplier bill is due, and suddenly you're scrambling to find the cash. Listen, if this is you, you're not alone. But it is an incredibly common and honestly a really dangerous trap to fall into. And when I say dangerous, I am not kidding. Get this. A staggering 90% of new businesses fail. And this exact problem we're talking about is one of the absolute biggest reasons why. This isn't just some small hiccup. We're talking about a silent business killer that most entrepreneurs never even see coming. So let's figure out why. All right, let's get into it. The whole reason for this crazy cash crunch, the thing that's behind that massive 90% failure rate, it all boils down to one simple but absolutely fatal misunderstanding that happens in business all the time. So here it is, the big mistake, thinking that profit and cash are the same thing. Look, we're all trained to chase profit, and that's important, for sure. But here's the reality check. Profit can't pay your rent. Profit can't pay your employees. Only cash can do that. And getting this difference is, no exaggeration, the first step to survival. Okay, so to really nail this down, let's walk through a super simple example. I promise, this is going to make everything click into place. Okay, so just imagine you sell mobile phones. You go out and buy a phone for $40,000. Then you turn around and you sell that same phone to a customer for $50,000. Pretty simple math, right? Seems straightforward. But this is where two totally different realities start to play out. On paper, in the world of accounting, hey, you just made a sweet $10,000 in profit. Awesome! But in the real world, what if that customer bought it on credit? They said, I'll pay you next month. All of a sudden, how much actual cash is in your pocket? A big, fat zero. The profit is there, but the cash isn't. And that right there is a perfect textbook example of what's called negative cash flow. It's the official kind of fancy term for that nightmare scenario. Your P&L statement says you're winning, but your bank account is screaming for help because more money is going out than is coming in. So the huge takeaway here is you've got to manage your cash, not just chase your profit. And the best way to get a handle on it is to understand that there are really only three main ways money moves through your business. Let's break them down. First up, you've got operating cash flow. This is all your day-to-day stuff. Money coming in from customers, money going out for rent, salaries, the usual. Second is investing. Think bigger ticket items here, like buying a new machine or a new computer for the office. And third, you've got financing cash flow. This is all about loans, so cash coming in when you borrow from a bank or cash going out when you pay it back. A truly healthy business keeps all three of these in a good balance. All right, so we figured out the problem. We know the basic framework of how money moves. Now for the good part. Let's talk about the solution. And I'm not talking about some old school accounting method. I'm talking about a modern day shortcut, a hack that's going to be a total game changer, especially as we look at 2026 and beyond. For years, the only way to do this was to basically lock yourself in a room with a giant, complicated spreadsheet. Business owners would spend hours, maybe even days, just trying to guess what their bank account would look like next month. It was a huge pain, and half the time it was wrong anyway. But here's the big question. Do we still have to do it that way? The answer is a huge, resounding no. The old way is officially dead. It's time to work smarter, not harder, because there's a much faster, way more powerful tool that you can start using right now. And this is the hack. You do not need to be a financial wizard anymore. You can literally take all of your business data, every sale you've made, every expense you have, your supplier terms, even how quickly your customers tend to pay you, and just feed it all into an AI tool. That AI will crunch the numbers, spot the patterns, and create a shockingly accurate cash flow forecast. It can tell you, with pretty amazing precision, how much money you'll have next month. It's like having a crystal ball for your bank account that warns you about a cash crunch weeks before it happens. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Now you know that profit isn't cash, and you know that you have these incredible AI tools at your fingertips that can help you see into your financial future. The only question left is, what's the first change you're going to make to start managing your cash flow, not just your profit?